Howdy y'all, take it here and welcome to another adventure. We are finally at the point where we can go ahead and start another job because I have not yet done any of the new Endwalker jobs, even though I really want to. I just haven't had the time. Life has been stupid busy, so it's been a doozy, but that is a-okay because we are going to unlock Sage. I really wanted to try Sage when I first saw it announced. Like, it has been one of my goal classes to try to do. So, we're going to unlock Sage really quick, and then I'm going to level the heck out of it. So, let's go ahead and see what Sage is about. I'm excited. I really want to do Sage. So, let's see. The Charlian Maiden is taking in the scenery with fascination. Unlock Sage. Limsalum, former disreputable haven for pirates, now one of the realm's finest city-states, boasting a peerless shipping industry and an enviable culinary culture. Oh, how it bustles! The tomes do not lie! Well, now we know where Charlian is, so someone can't be like, oh, they're from Charlian, and you're like, what does that mean? I know what it means now. Well, here I am, Mother, in faraway Eorzea. I will complete this mission just you watch. In your noble name, and first of my class, I will succeed. And afterwards, perhaps, I shall invite our esteemed alumna Alice for tea at the Bismarck. I'll be the envy of everyone. I'm best friends with Allie. Well, hello. My apologies, good maiden. I failed to notice you. Hello. I am Lala Jingjal, a native of Charlian. By your appearance, I assumed you are an adventurer. Are you perchance well-traveled in Eorzea? Oh, quite a bit. Even outside of Eorzea. I'm well-traveled, like, across realities. So you are? How fortuitous. And Taheka is your name, you say? I'd swear I had heard it before. In any event, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As for myself, I'm an operative on a mission from the Forum, our nation's governing body. I know, I've been there. This being my first time in Eorzea, I suggest I studied as best I could in preparation, but there is no substitute for locals' knowledge. Thus did I intend to hire an adventurer like yourself to serve as my escort. The mission is the pursuit and capture of fugitives, and thus it will entail some danger, but you appear to be no stranger to such. Might you be willing to assist me in this endeavor? I'd be glad to give you the grand tour, or certainly if the reward, I'll be glad to give you a grand tour, sure. Let's do it. Let's go for a tour. Wonderful. While I have some skill with the blade and can fend for myself, I should be glad of your capable company. Now then, ere I divulge the particulars of my mission, we should head somewhere more private, perhaps outside the city by the Zephyr Gate. Okay. Do you even know where Zephyr Gate is? Sus. For someone who doesn't know anything, she knows how to get around. Okay, to Zephyr Gate. Hello? La Jingjal? Forgive me if I seem overly cautious, but this mission is highly confidential. Were the wrong people to learn of it, my superiors would give me an earful. But I believe we may speak freely here, so permit me to brief you on the details. As I mentioned, I am on the trail of fugitives, criminals who fled Charlian and came to these shores. Extremely dangerous individuals who have enhanced themselves via forbidden means which have rendered them unsound of mind. While in a state of delirium, one of their compatriots even committed murder. Murder! He died thereafter due to side effects of his enhancement, but 3 others remain at large and pose a threat to innocence. Their leader, a Viera male, is also alleged to have stolen valuable technological secrets. By way of reference material, I've brought this soul crystal. The sage. Oh, it's hot! It's hot! What in the world? I never would have known soul crystals could give off such heat before. Actually, I didn't know they did that either. Whew, it's finally cooled down, but what could have triggered such intense reaction? Well, she has 2 different colored eyes, that's cute. Not even at the studio did I ever witness such a thing, but maybe it was you? I am quite powerful, I gotta say. The technological secrets which were stolen were contained in similar crystals. This particular sample has been loaned to me by the Healing Institute of Charlian. Tell me, Teheka, in the course of your adventures, have you ever fervently wished to save someone? Yes. Many times. But failed to do so despite your best efforts, and afterwards cursed your own powerlessness. That unfortunately has happened. I've had to watch some of my dearest friends slip away, yes, but it doesn't stop me from trying to save whomever I can. Yes, I have watched some of my dearest friends slip away. Is that why it wants me to use it? Forgive me if my question was indelicate, but there can be no doubt the soul crystal resonates with that desire within you. Smart crystal. When I received the crystal, I was told that should it respond in this manner to my Eorzean collaborator, I should entrust it to them. For the knowledge it imparts, the knowledge of Summonautics, would surely avail me in my mission. Developed at the Studium, Summonautics is a discipline which combines the wisdom of medicine, archaeology, etherology, and sorcery. I'm going to add archaeology because I accidentally said it. And those who have mastered it are called sages. Though through medicine, a sage grasps the works of the flesh. Through etherology, she unlocks the secrets of the soul, and through sorcery, she learns to manipulate the two. Thus trained, a sage has the ability to both strengthen and heal. Yet by the same token, she is also capable of the opposite, of causing harm. Yes. Not just anyone can take up the sage's art. No, one must be prepared to hold the lives of others in one's hands. Are you willing to bear such a burden, Teheka? If you are, and would swear to use the art for good, then I shall entrust this soul crystal to you. I mean, Alfie was good enough for it. If Alfie's good enough for it, I'm good enough for it. So you have come to a decision? Yes, give me crystal. Then I will bear witness to your pledge. Do you swear to use the sage's art for good, and to wield its power to the best of your judgment and ability? I swear I will maim and then heal them. And then maim them again! Excellent! Chosen as you are by the crystal, I had faith that you would rise to the occasion. When those around you cry out for succor, the crystal shall be your ally, for it bears the wisdom of sages past and their hopes for the future. By hearkening to their whispers and following in their footsteps, you will come to embody those hopes to save and change countless lives. Lest you worry how you learn the art, I can provide guidance, to an extent, of course, in any case. During my time at the Studium, I had occasion to study Summonomics, you see. While I wasn't gifted in spellcraft, I came to favor steel. I remember the lessons, and will share what I know. Together, with the soul crystal, I shall provide you with a set of sage's garments. I'm gonna look like a sage! So go on, take up your crystal and don your attire, and we shall begin your training! Yes! Okay. Okay. Sage unlocked. Okay. Okay. The Eucrasia and Adderskull gauge unlocked. So before I continue with you, I'm going to go back to my house and try to use this before I even read what this skill thingy is. Because I might have to rearrange everything in the bottom anyway. Okay. So first things first. I don't have a dive? This is just regular attack. Oh my god, that's another cooldown one? Okay, reset dummy. That's another cooldown one? Eucrasia. I haven't even tried Eucrasia yet. So that unlocks Eucrasia. And Pepsis uses Eucrasia, right? Okay. Well then. Now it's the last test. We have to see what the victory pose and stuff. Battle stance. Okay. Okay. Victory. I love victory! Ah, that's so cool! Okay, now it's the next part. I need to level the heck out of this thing. And then unlock more skills. So let's go. Let's go unlock stuff. I'll probably be back in a day or two. Bye-bye! Hey again, everyone. So I finally got Sage up to an appropriate level. We're pretty much at level 80 now, so I can kind of just steamroll through all the Sage quests. It's not at 80 yet, but I'm hoping with the experience points I'm going to get through the quests, I'll be able to hit 80, finish the Sage storyline, and be done with it. Let's go ahead and talk to Lala Jinjal and see what is going on. Let's go. Okay, Lala Jinjal. Too close to you. There we go. That's a butt. I'm not wearing the Sage garments. I kind of took them off. Oops. I'm wearing something else that I liked. Yeah. I see. The crystal has imparted to you its knowledge, as expected. Excellent. You're ready to embark on your training. And naturally, it begins with armaments, a set of short staves known as knowliths. Knowliths trace their roots to healers of Eld, who employed naturally occurring objects of power known as adder stones. These stones, which harbor spiritual energy, were placed around the sick and ailing to create an etheric confluence through which the healer channeled her magics. From this primitive design, knowliths gradually evolved into their present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. In practice, the sage wields knowliths as an extension of her mind, sending them darting through the air to weave the arcane patterns through which she unleashes advanced magics. I shoot lasers. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it's because they are. Even the studium's most talented require years of training to become proficient. But you have an advantage that transcends talent. The crystal has chosen you. With its knowledge, the technique will come more naturally to you than others. Now, as much as I would like to have you try your hand at the knowledge at once, I have just received promising intelligence from command. I already played with the knowledge, sorry. A lot. Apparently, our fugitives have taken themselves to Idleshire in the Dravanian hinterlands. Let us make our way there at once. Okay. You walk there. I'm gonna teleport. La la. La la. Would you like a shield? I have shields. So this is Idleshire. The tales do not do this place justice. Truly impresses what the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. Ah, surprise! Ahem, to the task at hand. As I mentioned before, we have reason to believe that the fugitives have recently passed through this town, and may even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I will see to the town south if you could tend to the north. Okay. Even though you walked north, shouldn't you have walked south? Searching for some fugitives. I don't know what they look like, but I think they're sages. So just look for another sage that looks sus. Help someone, please! I need help! Did you hear that? Yeah. I have big ears. Evil sage. That man's in trouble. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I can shoot you with lasers too. Stop this at once. I can't make that box. Can I make that box? A sage's barrier. Oh, he made the box. Loiva. Too many eyes and ears. We best leave. I don't know who you are, and I don't care. Do not get in our way again. You have been warned. Wait! You can cancel their send by doing a trade! Can you? I think you used to be able to. Or maybe it was a glitch. Thank you. Had you not intervened when you did, I dread to think what might have become of me. Permit me to introduce myself. Fald Renee of Charlian, at your service. Truly? I am Charlian too, a recent graduate of the studium, in fact. Would you mind telling us what happened here? Oh, that an alumna should come to my rescue. Thaliak watches over his own. As to what happened, what is there to say? I was going about my business when they set upon me, without warning or provocation. I see. What is your business, if you don't mind my asking? Healing. The provision of it, that is. I am a sage, you see, and I travel the realm, providing treatment gratis to those who cannot afford it. A sage besides. Speaking of which, one of your assailants, the Vieira man, also wielded sage magic. Was he known to you? No, I've never so much as laid eyes upon him before. I do have an inkling, however, as to why the villains have come here. Think. If they use the sage's art for ill, then their destination is like to be Saint Mokshien's the Arbory. The Arboretum? I'm sorry, the Arboretum? What could they possibly seek in that abandoned place? It's a dungeon now. They got loot. Following the accidents, the cultivation of certain plants became forbidden in Charlian, but that which can no longer be found in the motherland still grows freely there, among which are potent but dangerous herbs. I see! That does stand to reason, and I dare say it was for your knowledge that the fugitives attacked you. But why are they fugitives? You too are a sage, yet you do not appear to be Charlian. How did you come by your soul crystal? Her. The good people of Fissis Technon had entrusted crystal to me, and when it exhibited a strong resonance to Taika's presence, I, in turn, entrusted it to her. Then you were chosen to inherit. Yeah? Is aught amiss, Master Faldrenay? Faldrenay. No, 'tis nothing. I was but struck by the remarkable providence to have crossed paths with sages so far from home. Ours is a reclusive nation, after all, our policy to observe, not intervene. This did not sit well with me, and so I left Charlian behind, as the great Master Louis Soir once did, and though I would never dare equate myself to him, I too believe in my duty to alleviate suffering in the world. So that's what brought you to Eorzea. You are a noble soul, Master Faldrenay, and I commend your resolve. I bet you Master Faldrenay is the bad guy, and Lima, whatever, Bunny Boy, is the good guy. Like, watch this guy like is using it wrong. I mean, look at his outfit. It's like pseudo-evil. Well, I must return to the road. I thank you again for coming to my aid. Till next we meet, let us both endeavor to seek out new knowledge and possibility for the betterment of mankind. I mean, he says he's a sage, but he has no knowledge. And he was like, oh, she's chosen by the crystal. So I'm wondering, watch he's the villain. You know, watch he's the bad guy in the story. Okay, Lala Jinja. By the Schola, this is Saint Mochien's Arboretum. From the illustrations, I did not think it would be so immense. It may interest you to know that this place holds special meaning to sages. From ancient strains to crossbred creations, myriad medicinal plants have been cultivated within these halls. Alas, in the wake of the Exodus 15 years ago, this once magnificent institution has fallen into ruin. This is how much damage happens in 15 years? Wow. Still, there is a certain charm in seeing nature reassert her domination. Her dominion. Why, it must be a veritable menagerie of weird wildlife within. I should like to spend a day studying them, field guide in hand. No, you wouldn't. Forgive me. This isn't a field trip, but a mission. Our objective is to find the fugitives, and, failing that, clues that will lead us to them. Please see you to your preparations. A spot of practice with your spells would not go astray, and then we shall venture in. You have learned all the sage actions and traits to 70. Yeah, I kind of cheated and did that already. If you are ready, then let us venture forth. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, in we go. I'm like 414 eye level, so I will be capped. If our assumption is correct, the fugitives have come and may still be here. Keep your eyes peeled and your guard up. Let me use your creature. These halls are home to dangerous creatures. I will draw their attention and you may focus on applying your technique. Okay, yeah, I've been here before. You creature! Size Mofinahen, I believe this calls for a barrier. I already put a barrier on you! This time, augment your spell using a creature, then cast your creature diagnosis on me. I already did that. You're shielded. Let's go! This will bestow a barrier on me that provides both protection and healing. I know. I've done it! I've done it! You are shielded! Excellent. Now we may proceed with confidence. Yeah, except that your shield ran off because you took too dang long. Oh, you're fine. Nothing to note here. Let's head deeper into the Arboretum. Let's. That's good. Just do both. Fiends ahead! Please watch my back! Eliminate the wildlife. Steal her. There we go. She's got it. Oh, excuse me. That was impressive. To see how well you use your knowledge, one would think you not think you a novice. Think you not a novice? I don't know how words form anymore. I lost my ability to speak. Coming? Okay. Traces of ice. Someone recently fought here. A proficient wielder of magic. Yeah, the black mage. If it's proficient in ice. The fugitives may be close. Be on your guard. Yeah, you're talking to no one. I'm over here. Lala. Lala! Thank you. Part 2. Ooh, evil music. Halt! Fugitives! In the name of the form, I demand you surrender yourselves at once. Yeah, I can take you on. I can take you on. Come here, yo. Put a Dawn use in my little PewPews. Yeah, mine glow better than yours. Of all the weapons to bear against us. No matter. I warned you once, and I won't warn you again. Okay, we got this. So, the Sage is obviously going to have the highest HP because he's like the main character. So, we will go after the Black Mage first. I've got this. Stand back. Oh, they're going to give him one-on-one. Very well. You gonna attack? Okay, I guess I shall. She bombs. You have like 12 knowledge. That's not cool. So that's nuts. You have to lose your temper. Come here. Loifa Bright Eye. Well, you have a dot now. Congratulations. Oh, she took the damage for me. Oh, thank you. Here you go. I'm just getting started too. I've been a black mage. I know what it's like to be a black mage. And I can assure you, I can do just as much pain. Don't heal yourself. Liva, no! You held your own against the enhanced. That wasn't that hard, y'all. But that's enough sport for now. The mission takes precedence. Confound it, not again! All you do is run, run, run. You can't even stand up to me. Oh, don't feel bad. Oh, they dropped some. What's this? Touch it. Touch it! I've dispatched the plant to Charlene for identification. When we learn what it is, I believe we will gain insight into the villain's objective. Now, tell me, Daheka, have you been practicing with the Nolus while I wasn't looking? I ask because even with the crystal's knowledge, you demonstrate remarkable proficiency. Regardless, 'tis plain you have gained a gift for the art. The sages whose memories reside in that crystal must be beaming with pride. Though sometimes I cannot help but wonder, if this sage's art was created for the betterment of mankind, then why does it incorporate techniques which to inflict harm? And the fugitives, what could have compelled them to spur our homeland's prescribed policy as Master Louis Soir and Master Fardinay have? But I'm mused to no avail. It will be a while before we hear back regarding the plant. Until we do, please take the opportunity to continue honing your skills. As you go about your training, remember to heed the voices within your soul crystal. Do so, and your predecessors will surely grant you the wisdom to protect those you hold dear. A diary of the sage not available to peruse. Most entries become legible as you proceed through story. Okay, so I'm guessing there's nothing in there now. Entries 1 and 2. Entry 1. A young child was brought in today, so very young to be suffering so. But if anyone can save her, 'tis we sages of Physis Technon, and save her we will. Entry 2. Though it took many days and repeated treatments, we have managed to stabilize our most recent patient. We adapted the Eucresia spell, as my clever husband proposed, and it worked wonders. His brilliance truly belies his youth. Despite being 50 years my junior... My husband's 50 years my junior? Oh. He has already achieved so much. So he's like 70 and you're like 20? That's strange. He'd be your grandpa. Ugh. Okay, well, we're almost to level 80, so give me just a moment. I have to go do something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, let us continue on to the next Sage quest where we unlock more of the Sage Diary. Wonderful timing, Daheka. Remember that mystery plant I sent to Charlene for analysis? I received the results not long ago. Wow, that's so quick. I was only gone for like 10 minutes. It was Muskumolai, a herb that possesses potent ether fortifying properties. Owing to its effects, its cultivation was outlawed some years ago. 'Tis most certainly why the fugitives came to Eorzea. Unable to obtain the herb in Charlian, they decided to procure it from the Arboretum. They likely intended to use it in conjunction with their soul crystal to further enhance themselves. Though their motives are still a mystery, the fact remains that they have already caused harm and will continue to do so until they are brought to justice. Now, as they fail to obtain Malloy here, they will need to look elsewhere. And I'm pleased to say that my informer has helped me identify an apothecary who deals in the herb and whom I suspect our quarry will seek out. This individual is a resident of the Lost Hope of Central Thanlin, and that is where we shall next take ourselves. Mark my words, they won't escape this time. I'll suffer them to misuse the sage's noble art no longer, and much less with that soul crystal. If we are to catch the fugitives, we had best hurry. That said, we should take a moment to regroup and prepare at Blackbrush Station before heading to Lost Hope. Okay, well, I'm already prepared, so we're just gonna go to Blackbrush Station. Oh, wrong one! Blackbrush. Let's go! Elonze! Where you at? There you are. Hello, Lala. Good God, such a dry and dusty place. What I would give for a bath right now. Hi. Whoa, how long have you been there? Long enough for you to complain. Welcome to my grand company. I mean, 'tis well you're here. I've already replenished my supplies, so if you are ready, we may begin looking for the apothecary at once. A Hiren woman whose facial tattoos should mark her out. The fugitives are likely to be searching for her too, so we must find her before... That woman yonder fits the description. But something appears to be amiss. Let us investigate. We already found her. We're not even at Lost Hope yet. Last Hope. Girl, you good? Oh, I like your haircut. Help me, please! What ails you, madam? I was dealing with a customer with a group of bandits attacked us. I managed to flee, but he's still at their mercy. Worry not, we'll help you. Pray lead the way. Thank you. I bet you the client is that other sage. It could only be them. Let's go. I bet you she was dealing with that other guy and he was trying to get the illegal herb too. It's over, villains. Lay down your arms or else. Or else what? I'll kick your butt. You know nothing about us. Nothing. You're just fools who believe everything you've been fed. I'm beginning to regret sparing you. Oh, honey, you did not spare me. I spared you. Let's be real. Do you feel it? The weight of the sacred duty to strive for the betterment of mankind and stand as a beacon of hope? To play with people's lives, do you feel it? The weight of their sin? You speak of sin. I'm getting up. To do not when a life might be saved, that is the greatest sin. Every day, unfortunate souls die without reason. At fate's whim, 'tis the sage's duty to fight this injustice by whatever means he may. If you understand this, then it is not too late for you. You may yet make something of your lives. I can't read! Shut your mouth! Lots of PewPews everywhere. Oh, he has enlargement magics. Rather too close to the settlement for comfort. I fear for the civilians. He smiled. They wouldn't stand a chance against such a fiend, as they would well know. You mad word! No, don't let him provoke you! Stay with me. Listen to my voice. We must lure the beast elsewhere and tend to it. Teika, would you mind assisting me? Who's the bad guy? Go, I have the situation here in hand. So he is the bad guy. He knew something to those two. Through his sage magics. But what? Done. Okay, Fald Renee. There's something you ain't telling us. Whew, thank you, my friend, and well fought. I dare say you're a born sage. Fascinating. But come, we should return to the others. The villain may not remain stricken for long. Oh, I like her sword. Their condition is unchanged. We should probably take advantage of this and apprehend them. But this symptom... Hold on, I'm getting us out of here. We're fine, Loifa. No, you're not, and you know it. It's the enhancement, isn't it? I knew something of the procedure. Of its potency and the harm it causes. There's a limit to the amount of corporeal ether a living being can harbor. As we grow up, it waxes. As we grow old, it wanes. A gradual, gentle process, if allowed to function in the natural fashion. Oh no, they poison themselves. They have too much ether. But complications may arise when one forcibly fortifies their ether, as a rogue healer was rumored to have been doing with live subjects some years ago. Yeah, he's evil. The man used an unproven procedure on countless souls, a forbidden procedure known only to a select few sages. And though he succeeds in few instances, those subjects suffer from debilitating side effects. But those rumors were denounced by the form as baseless, and yet... Was it you? You believe anything they tell you, won't you, naive fool? What? Can you stand? Wait, please. It's really you, isn't it? Mahad, Ansel. That's Mahad, that's Ansel. Yes, it is my children of how you've grown. What? I'm sorry. That escalated quickly. Thank the 12 you're alive. Woman, you look great for your age. Now they go again. How much gil are they using with all these teleports? They must have a lot of etherite tickets. I bet you Fald Renee is the rogue sage that did the experiments. And maybe Bunny Boy was one of the positive outcomes of it. And that's why he has so much power. But the other two are not. But he kind of took them under his wing. I had the perfect chance to apprehend the fugitives, to complete my mission, but I couldn't. Yeah, that's because the guy next to us is bad. Top Hat Man is bad. It seems you know them, the ones called Mahad and Ansel. Of course, they're my adopted children. A gasp. They were orphaned at a young age, and I took them in and raised them as my own. Though none of us were related by blood, we became as close a family as any. Ours was a quiet, comfortable life, but then one day, Mahad fell sick. She had a raging fever and grew weaker with each passing moment. Ether spurn, the illness was called. I've read about it, a rare disease wherein the body becomes unable to draw ether from food. There is no known cure, only palliative care. Our troubles didn't end there. Even as we were struggling to look after Mahad, a fell beast attacked our settlement. Ansel tried to protect his sister but was badly hurt. The chirurgeon said that he would be bedridden for the rest of his days. I didn't know what to do. Without coin to care for them, my mind went to dark places. I began thinking of how I might spare them the pain. Spare us all. It was in that state that he found me, a kindly traveler. A healer? Yes, he offered to help Mahad and Ansel and refused what little payment I tried to give. But he also said that their condition demanded special care and facility. It would take years, many years. Desperate as I was, I accepted without hesitation, so he left with my children. It was hard not knowing what became of them, wondering if I had made the right choice, but I clung to hope that one day we would be reunited. And we were, oh, finally to see them again. I haven't the words for it, and it matters not that they've changed. The healer, what was his name? Gildevane, he called himself, a healer of some renown of native Charlian, I believe. Gildevane. A truly touching tale. Where there is life, there is hope. Would you not agree? Now then, I am no longer needed here. I shall return to make my rounds. Till next time, my aspiring sage. Who's Gildenane? She knows him. I see. Out of curiosity, what did Master Fortuné buy from you this time? Oh, just the usual. A few sprigs of moose malloy. He was actually the one who told me where to get the herb. Says it's used to treat certain serious illness. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll be returning to my stall. I don't know when, but I know my children will return, and I must work hard to give them better lives. Is he grilled, Renee? Let us return to Idleshire for now. Recent events have given me much to ponder. So, is he Gildenane? Or does he know Gildenane? He's just continuing his research. He's not this super nice healer guy like he's trying to get everyone to believe. Like, maybe, yeah, he does want to heal people, but he's taken it too far? Maybe? No new entries, yeah, okay. Taheka, ashamed though I am to admit this, I am no longer certain of the truth. It wasn't Loifa and his accomplices who sought Musclemoy, but Master Faldrene. No, what the fugitives want is Master Faldrene himself. Clearly they bear a grievance against him. If those despicable rumors were true, and one of ours was actually, but the forum was adamant in their denial, and they surely wouldn't... Oh, my mind is running amok. Forgive me, but I need a moment to rein in my thoughts. Well, no, your people lie. I'm sorry, but the forum lies. Entry number 3. Diary of the Sage, Entry 3. The child has taken a turn for the worse. Her corporeal ether wanes at an alarming rate, and she cannot keep food down, having vomited all that she has been given. Though we are unable to keep her with us, it is not but a stopgap measure. I reviewed past cases and all existing literature, but found no effective treatment. Yet there must be something we can do, something no one has yet to try. Entry... Oh, it's Entry 4. It is Entry 5. Moose malloy may be the answer. We Viera have used this medicinal herb since ancient times, though potentially poisonous. Through refinement, we should be able to suppress the adverse effects. Hold on. We Viera. Wait, hold on. Maybe. So the entries that they're talking about here are about these two. Ansel and Black Mage Chick, right? So the first entry was talking about healing a bunch of wounds and enhancing Eucretia. Maybe that was to heal the boy, Ansel. And then there's this girl, I forgot her name again, with an M, who has the ether problem that she can't get nutrients from food. But he said, we Viera. What if his parents What if his mom is the Rabbit Vieira being mentioned and his dad is that Gildrene guy? Okay, let's find out more. Teheka, pray forgive me my earlier bewilderment. If you do not mind, I would review the situation at hand, as it stands. We have been laboring under the assumption that Loifa and his companions have come to Eorzea to further enhance themselves in their pursuit of forbidden power. To that end, they seek to procure Musmaloi, which they would use in conjunction with stolen soul crystals. But it wasn't the Musmaloi they wanted. No, what they wanted was the man who wanted it, Master Faldrene. Using the herb as a lead, they went to the Arboretum in anticipation of their quarry's arrival, and failing to find him there, they made their way to Lost Hope. Such is my theory at any rate. What do you make of all this? Gimmie! Loifa and his companions aren't criminals, they're the victims. You think so too. There is something else, Teheka. The rumors I mentioned of a Charlatan healer who conducted heinous procedures on live subjects. After sharing recent developments with Command, they reopened the investigation and have, to our considerable shock and surprise, confirmed that there appears to be truth to them after all. The villain went to great lengths to conceal his operation, and thus did he manage to elude the authorities for years. The man's identity is yet to be conclusively ascertained, but we have a suspect, a sage who disappeared from Charlatan shortly before our fugitives first appeared. A sage by the name of Gildravane. Yes, the same Gildravane who took Mahad and Ansel into his care, I expect. And if they were victims of his experiments, then they would have only reason to follow him to the ends of the world. While much of this is conjecture, it goes far towards explaining that which we know. Let us proceed on this assumption, and have the truth at the man at the heart of the incident. Faldrene. Now, according to the apothecary, 'twas a merchant in Airport who introduced them. If we find the merchant, we may also find Faldrene to Vilbrand. I think Faldrene is him. I think he's just trying to continue his endeavor, because he got caught. Pretty much got caught. So this is Airport, one of Vilbrand's most famous trading hubs. Ah, how I should like to take in the sights, but that must wait. We have work to do. Yes, we do. We have to find Bunny Boy and apologize for calling him a madman. We must try to find this merchant before Faldrene does. As I recall, the man deals in Thevarian wares. Let us begin by... Healer! Send for a healer! You're a healer? Good. You got some badly hurt folk just outside. Attacked by the looks of it. Can you go and tend to them? Yeah, that's literally my job. What in the world happened? We're too late to help the merchant. Aw, he died. May you return to the ethereal sea. But Loifa, you can still save him. Yeah, our earlier speculation was simply that, speculation. We do not know for certain what he and his companions seek to accomplish. What we do know, however, is that they took a life in Charlatan. They're murderers. I know it is not my place to pass judgment, but... They took her from me, my mother... Oh! She has a grudge. Ha, he was right. I am a fool. I thought I was strong enough to keep my feelings out of it. Life for protecting me, I owe her, and he can't tell us anything if he's dead. Yes, we cannot have justice without the truth. For my mother and all others who have suffered, not least of all. Forgive me my indecision, Teheka. Please render Loifa your aid. So, Loifa killed Lala's mother. But why did he actually do it though, or was it really Gildernae that did it? Whatever. Faldernay. Ugh. Are you all right? Mahada and Saul, where are they? They were not here when we arrived, only the merchant. It was too late for him, but Taheka was able to save you. Will you tell us what happened? Who was it that attacked you? It was Faldernay. Gildervane, who else? That bleep is still out there because of you. And now? So as we had suspected, Faldernay is Gildervane. Finally ready to accept it, are you? He has changed his face and his name, but there's no change in the monster he is. Still masquerading as a kind-hearted healer, a wolf in sheep's clothing who preys upon the vulnerable for his vile experiments. So you were indeed his test subjects. I am sorry. Had I known, save your apology. It won't bring Mahadin and Sel back. When we confronted Gildervane, they shielded me from his magic. He must have taken them. I couldn't do anything. For all the power and sacrifice, I couldn't do a damned thing. What are you talking about? Gildervane, his father. I was born with a disease in my lungs. As I grew, so did it worsen, till I had but a few moons left to live. It was then that Gildervane appeared before us, before me and my master. With the wisdom of Charlatan, he could cure me, he said. Having believed for so long that I had never had a chance, I wasn't sure how to feel, but my master was overjoyed, and seeing that joy, for the first time I wanted to live for him. For me. But we were fooled. In the guise of treatment, Gildervane subjected me to dangerous procedures to fortify my ether. Oh, whoa. I wasn't the only one. There were others, so many others. One after another they disappeared until only a few of us remained. We who survived had been more than cured. We had been given unnatural powers. I was twice as strong as any man and could channel magics with ease. For all the good it did, I was no match for Gildervane and his tricks. Worse still, I couldn't protect Mahadin and Sel. If this life is my reward for all my suffering and sacrifice, I'd have been better off dead. Aww. Whatever life you have is still a life, and you owe it to others to make the most of it. Mahad and Ansel still need you. You can't give up now. So he's not their kid. He's just another one of the test subjects. Help me, please. Oh, Loifa, I'll help you. So you didn't kill her mother, did you? I wanted to save them, but I can't do it alone. I need help, so please. So who killed her mother? Did he really kill her? I don't think so. I think Gildervane killed her mother. If Gildervane went to the trouble of taking Mahadin and Sel, it can only mean one thing. He means to experiment on them again. We can't let that happen. We have to save them. Wait, even if we manage to ascertain Gildervane's whereabouts, the fact remains that the three of you together could not overpower him. We cannot expect to further much better. In all likelihood, he himself is also enhanced. If we are to confront him, we must have a foolproof plan. Do you not agree, Taheka? I agree. Very well. For now, I ask that you return to Idleshire. I will join you there after briefing the Yellow Jackets of the situation. Come on, Loifa. So, who killed her mom? She thinks that Loifa killed her mom, but he didn't. Aloyva! Tidings from Command Taheka. They have confirmed that Gildevane used Mosmoloi in his procedure. Despite his attempts to destroy all evidence of his crimes, traces of the herbs were found in his laboratory. Furthermore, no record exists of a healer named Faldrene. If ever there was any doubt of a false identity, there is none now. In hindsight, we should have tried to explain everything to you, but we didn't know who to trust. Even if you had attempted to convince me, I doubt I would have listened. I saw what I wanted to see. I believed what I wanted to believe. Even with the mounting evidence, I wavered over whether we should save you. My mother would have been ashamed to see what I had become. I took up the shield because I wanted to protect all life, just as she did at her dying breath. Your mother was a warrior like you. She was a healer. The soul crystal you took, it was hers. Then that woman that day was your mother? Gildevane had already fled Charlian. We were attempting to escape when one of our comrades collapsed in pain. Someone chanced to see us, another sage at Physis Technon. Suspicious, though, we might have looked. She rushed to our aid without hesitation, but our companion, he flew into a frenzy, and we couldn't stop him. Loifa didn't kill her mom. It was another one of the experimented on that lost control due to the experiments that killed her. I tried to save her, the gods know I did, but with the last of her strength, she pressed the crystal into my hand and forgave me. Oh, forgive me. There is naught to forgive. She did what she has always done, what she believed was right. If she had any regrets, it would doubtless be that she could have helped you sooner. As for the crystal, she clearly wished for you to have it. She must have seen something in you in that moment. 'Tis my hope that you will carry on her legacy and fight for the future of all of our lives. The future of all lives. So, I shall dedicate my efforts to locating Gildevane. Until I do, please continue practicing your skills to better prepare yourself when we face him. I'm so close to 80. Okay, let's read the diary real quick. Entries 6 through 9. Entry 6. The Muslimoi has arrived. As expected, it is highly effective in strengthening one's ether, but so too does its poison. We must find a way to separate the beneficial constituents, else it cannot be administered for any extended period. Entry 7. We've administered diluted extract of Muslimoi after the patient fell unconscious. Though she awakened a few hours later, she was extremely agitated and took several to subdue her. Entry 8. We can no longer dismiss the inherent risks of the treatment. We must submit a report to the studium of the dangers of Muslimoi, ere someone else repeat our mistake. Entry 9. The pain has returned worse than before. The disease eats away at me, and I fear I do not have much time left. There's so much to do, so very much. So he was sick too. So maybe he was doing all this experimentation because he was trying to stop whatever was attacking him. And he didn't want to experiment on himself first, so he did on all these innocent people. That's screwed up, dude. But that's where we're going to stop for now. This Sage storyline is actually a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little boring at first, actually, when I first met Lala. But, no, this is good. This is like, I don't want to say espionage, but very, it's good. It's good. Very sleuthy. I like it. I'm happy that we found closure on Lala. He did not kill her mother. It was some uncontrolled patient that lost his mind due to the treatment. And her mother trusted him enough to hand over her soul stone. So he's a good sage. He does bad things sometimes, but you know what? I do bad things sometimes. I don't kill people, though. Well, he didn't kill anyone, so it's okay. So, that's it for now. We're going to continue the Sage storyline a little bit. It's good. It's great. I think we're doing great. We're going to unlock... I think we just did the 75 quest, so I think it's going to be like a 77 and a 79, and then we'll be done. So, that's it for now then. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye!